Facebook ads getting clicks but no sales. Why? You might have set up your Facebook ads and you're very excited, seeing that the traffic is running, you're getting some impressions, and then you're getting clicks. And you're very excited for those visitors to visit your store. But then days turn into weeks and there are still no sales. So why is that so? In this video, I'm going to share with you what's actually happening, diagnose what are the actual problems, and what you can do about it to start converting those clicks into sales. Hi, I'm Clarice Lin, the ROI doctor who helps small businesses and online stores get more traffic and sales by getting on Google and YouTube page 1. Today's video is about Facebook ads. This is one of the most common methods to drive traffic to the store, getting store visitors. And most people think that once they get everything all set up, it's a very easy process. And they're very quickly disappointed because they realize that they're either not getting their ads approved, or they're not getting any clicks, or if they're getting any clicks, they're not getting into sales. So there could be a lot of reasons behind those. And today we're going to specifically talk about why you are getting clicks but you're not getting any sales. What could be the problem? First things first, I hope you have this already set up if you're running Facebook ads, is that you have Google Analytics set up for your store so you can actually diagnose what is the actual problems. Because what you need to know is Facebook shows you the clicks and it shows you the number of times, which is impressions. It means the number of times your ads has been shown to Facebook users, but it doesn't tell you exactly what do people do or what do those clicks from the ads to your store, what are those people doing? Are they real clicks? Are they not? Who are those people who are clicking on your ads? So that's when, if you have an analytics tool all set up, Google Analytics, please set it up. It's a free tool for anybody. You can set it up no matter if you have a Shopify store, Magento, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, any e-commerce platforms do have that tool set up because you want to know exactly what are Facebook users doing after they click on the ad. If you don't have that tool set up, then the rest of this video might not be that useful to you right now. But once you have that set up and then you are just frustrated, then the rest of the video will be very helpful for you. The first step to identifying the problem is to diagnose those clicks. Go to your Google Analytics, look at the traffic source itself, and then filter those users that are coming through Facebook. And you can see Facebook ads, and then you want to see those people who have come to your site, look at those numbers, and see which pages are those Facebook users going to. So let's say if you're running a certain product promotion on your Facebook ads, so if they're landing on those products, and what you will need to know is those people who landed on the page itself, do they click away straight away? How much time did they spend on that page? Or do they go on to visit other pages of your store? These are good indicators for you to identify if these Facebook users are potential customers. So you want to know whether first they are potential customers or they are just random people who have zero interest to buy. If people click on those ads, they come onto your store and you can see that they have left straight away. So there could be two reasons for that. Number one, there's something wrong with your ad copy. Or number two, there's something wrong with your product page. So if there's something wrong with your ad copy, maybe you're promising something, you're setting the wrong expectations, maybe there's something different about your title and your description or the image. So when they click on it, they go to your product page, they're like, hey, this is totally different, totally not what I am looking at. This is not what I was thinking of. And then they just leave straight away. So you might want to review your ad copy, review your title, ad title, your description, your image, or maybe the video ad that you have created. Make sure it's in alignment with the product you're selling. And the second part is to review your product page. Maybe you're not putting in enough description, or the image, there's something wrong with the image. It's not the same as what you put in your ad. It's like a totally different look and feel of the images. So maybe you want to change that. Don't confuse your store visitors. Make those images, those visuals consistent. Put in similar copy on your product description. If you need more words to describe to sell your products, then put them all in. Help your customers to understand what the product is about and how this has to do with the ad in the first place. So this needs to be the same. So that's for the first group of people who leave straight away. So the other reason, the second group of people for people who live straight away is that you are targeting the wrong people. So maybe you are showing an ad to a specific group of people, you're not targeting the right people, they click on your ad, they realize this is not for me, this is maybe for a teenager, or this is meant for older people, this is not what I want, this is not cool, this is not sleek. So maybe there's a mismatch in the product descriptions. You might actually want to go and review your Facebook ad campaigns itself, look at who you're targeting. Are you targeting the people in the right country, in the right city? Is this the right age group? Is this the type of products that they will be interested in? Review your target audience settings. Make sure that you're targeting the right type of people. If you feel that you're targeting the right people, but these people are still not buying, then maybe you want to rethink who your products are for. Maybe who you think are your target audience or customers are actually not who they are. Maybe they're of a different demographics. So maybe that will be a totally different setting. So do make sure that you're targeting the right set of people. The third group of people who come to your store, maybe they land on that product page and then they're hanging around for maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds, a minute or more. So these are people who have come to your store, they are interested, maybe something caught their attention and they're reading and finding out more about the product. Maybe they're scrolling the other images that you have on your product page. Maybe if you have a video uploaded, they're watching your video. Maybe they're reading your description that you have put out for your product. If you have a long description, that they're reading the description, who is it for? Or maybe if you have customer reviews on that page, people are reading those customer reviews as well. So they're spending a bit more time reading what's on that product, which is a good sign, which means that they're interested, they're keen to find out more. So these are potential customers. So if they didn't add to cart, they did nothing, then maybe it's time to review that description page. Maybe you didn't put out a good image. Maybe you need to put a video there if you don't have a video. Maybe you need more images of the same products from different angles. Maybe you need to explain a little bit more who this product is for. Or maybe if you don't have customer reviews, maybe it's time to put out a customer review app on your store so people can read what other customers are reading about. All of this information that you put there will help to convince the potential customer to buy from you. All these details is meant to foster trust, to build trust, especially for someone who has arrived on your store through Facebook ads. So these are people who have never heard about your store. They have never seen your products before. They don't know about your business. And if you're asking them to buy a high price products, so then they might need a bit more time to consider. They have a list of considerations in their head before they decide to buy these products. So if it's a cheap product, let's say, for example, if you're selling food, so for food itself, then maybe there's less of a barrier to buying. If it's something that's really cheap, it's something for them to try to eat, then they might not think about it for too long. They might just buy it, and if it's not good, they will not buy again. But if you're talking about clothes, electronics products, those products, they are maybe of a slightly higher price point. That means you want to tell them that if they're spending more, you want to assure them this is a good quality product, or if your company is going to provide good customer service, so you want to have those information upfront on the product description so they can read all of those information. Essentially, you want your product page to make a good impression and look trustworthy. The fourth group of people who come to your store, arrive on that page, and after reading the product description, that they might go on to other pages. For example, if they go to your About page, or they check out your home page, they check out your reviews page, they check out your shipping policy or refund policy, this is even better. This is a group of potential customers who has a higher chance of actually buying from you. They're actually considering it. Maybe they decided to buy, but first they want to read about your shipping policy, or they want to read about your refund policy. They want to have some kind of promise or guarantee from your business before they decide to buy. If they don't like what they see, then maybe it's time to review those other materials. Maybe you need to brush up your About page, tell them more about your business, maybe even share your social media handlers, how other people are talking about your brand and your products. Let them do their own research. So put out those links out there for them. Or if you have a refund policy, what's your refund policy about? Is it easy for them to have a refund? What happens if during the shipping process, your products get damaged, there is a defect? Can they return the product? So if you have a decent, reasonable refund policy, that's also going to give them confidence that if something goes wrong with the product, I can get my money back. So that's also another way to establish trust help them to trust your business, trust your products, and of course the shipping policy, like how much it will cost as well. Put them all in. Make sure that those customers know what to expect from your business. And if this group of customers leave, even after checking all these pages out, it could also be that they are not ready to buy now. They might buy next week, or maybe they're thinking of buying it for someone as a gift, like in a few months' time. And this is where your email pop-up comes in handy. You ask them to leave their email address, their contact details, so you can contact them at a later date, maybe with some discount or promotion, or tell them a little bit more about your business. So this is a good chance for further interaction to remind them of your business, your brand again, so they can come and visit again, and maybe it will be a better time for them to buy next time. If you want to learn more about how you can convert your browsers into customers by using email marketing, you can check out one of my videos right here. I talk all about email marketing and what are different tools you can use to help grow your lists, your customer list. So do check it out. The link is up in the top right hand corner of the screen. So do check that out. And the last group of people who have clicked on your ads, arrive on your store, check out other pages, stayed a decent amount of time on your product page, add to cart, and abandon the shopping cart eventually. Don't be disheartened. Maybe at that point something interrupted them, so they had to go away, and maybe they might come again to buy later. But if they've forgotten about it, make sure you have your abandoned cart email all set up properly, so you can actually remind them to go back to their cart, which they have added an item but they have not paid for it yet. So this is a good opportunity for you, because these are people who have already decided to buy, something interrupted them, they can come again later. Maybe they are not quite sure, they need to check with someone else. They realize that before they can make their eventual purchase. So do remember to set up your abandoned cart email purchase to trigger off an email to be sent to them maybe in 6 hours time or 12 hours time, or maybe in a 24 hours time, like, hey, you left your item behind. Maybe you want to go through your purchase. This product can help you to da-da-da. You can make a purchase by clicking right here. So make it convenient for them to finalize or complete their purchase. So having gone through all of those different steps, there is one last tactic that you might want to implement for your Facebook ads as well, as for people who clicked on it. For people who have shown interest in buying your products, they have clicked on your products, they have stayed on your product page for a significant amount of time, or they have added their item to cart and they have abandoned it. So these are the group of people you might want to run another Facebook ad for, which is called the Facebook retargeting campaign. So retargeting campaign is to show your ad again to people who have already been on your site, who have been exposed to your brand. Basically, you're familiarizing them with your brand. So the thing about consumer psychology is that people who have seen your brand multiple times, they will tend to trust it more. So if you run a separate remarketing campaign with a different ad creative, with a different message, with this remarketing campaign, you might want to redesign a different ad with a different messaging for them to invite them to your site and tell them about your products using a different message altogether. To make sure you can do that is, first you need to have your Facebook pixel set up. So the Facebook pixel needs to be set up. You need to, when you set up your Facebook page account, you put your pixel on your store itself so you can run those remarketing campaigns to target people who have already seen your brand for the first time. They have visited your store and visited certain specific pages. So you can target those people who have visited your store. You can target those people again. Or you can also create a lookalike audience in your Facebook marketing ad. Lookalike audience, like people who have visited your site, those pages. So you can ask Facebook to help you to target those people who have a higher probability of buying from you. In this case, it also helps to reduce your costs in the long run by targeting, I would say, lukewarm audience who are exposed to your brand. They're not quite sure yet, but they might have some good feelings. So this could be another way for them to warm up further and to help to foster trust with these potential browsers. I hope this video has helped you to come up with a number of ways which you can improve on your Facebook ads if you're getting clicks but not getting the sales, so you know where to get started to diagnose those problems and resolve those issues. If you feel that Facebook ads advertising is too much for you and you feel overwhelmed, then you might want to also check out my other video where I talk about how you can drive traffic to your store without running ads. My video right here, you can check it out. The link is on the top right hand corner of the screen, so do that, check that out. gives you a different number of options as well for you to consider without running ads, because running ads can be quite daunting at the start if you're new to it. So I hope that will help to relieve your stress and gives you more time to learn more about Facebook ads before you return to it. And if you also want to learn of different ways to drive traffic to your store, you can also download my free Shopify marketing guide. Link is down in the description and pinned comments, where I go into the exhaustive list of different ways to drive traffic to your store, the pros and the cons, and you can shortlist the options that you want to try for your store. If you would like one-on-one support, I also work with online store owners, Shopify, Magento, WooCommerce store owners to help them with that. You can learn more about how to work with me, where I've put down the link in the description and pinned comments, so do check that out. And if you enjoyed this video and found it useful, do give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos on how to get more traffic and sales by getting on Google and YouTube page 1. I'm Clarice Lin, the ROI Doctor, signing off. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Thank you.